What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 9 of Whiskey and Weights, where tonight we're going to talk about drop sets. Alright, welcome to episode 9 here, guys. Alright, so as always, we're going to start with the whiskey that I'm drinking. Right now I am drinking Larceny. It is a cheap whiskey, but it's a very good whiskey for how cheap it is, honestly. I think I spent 17 bucks on this, but it's really smooth for it being so cheap, honestly. I would say that you don't always get what you pay for with this. It's pretty damn good. It's one of my go-tos, especially whenever I'm on a little bit of a tight budget. So I do like that one a lot. It is really good. It is really smooth. So without further ado, we're going to get into drop sets. I'm going to try to make this somewhat of a short episode here, so stick with me on this. First off, what we're going to talk about is what is a drop set. All right, so drop sets are a resistance training method that involves starting with a heavy weight and performing repetitions for a set number, usually leaving about 2 to 3 reps in reserve, and then immediately dropping weight about 20 to 30%, performing another set until failure, or even multiple sets until failure, as long as you are dropping 20 to 30% in weight each consecutive set from that first set. As you can see, here's a example that I made up here on the screen. Take a look at it for a second. You see the set 1 is heavy, set 2 is a little bit lighter, and set 3 is a little bit lighter, performing 2 and 3 until failure. Okay, so what are the benefits of drop sets? Well, here's the thing. They're great for muscle hypertrophy. They're great if you don't have a lot of time to work out. And they're great for switching it up and breaking plateaus. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over, sometimes throwing in drop sets will really kind of help you break through that plateau, increasing your endurance or increasing your strength as well. How are we going to program drop sets? So let's be honest, drop sets, they are typically programmed somewhere in the middle of your exercise, all right, in the middle of your workout. When you start doing more isolation exercises, that's when drop sets typically come in. Now, as I said, it's typical with isolation exercises such as curls, triceps extensions, or lateral raises, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it with compound exercises such as bench and squats, etc., etc., etc. Just, I would be careful doing so as to not overtrain or injure yourself, right? You know, when you're doing compound exercises, you're using more muscles in order to perform that exercise, so you're not just focusing on that one muscle group. So if you do them with compound exercise and then you turn around and go do a bunch of isolation exercises for the same areas, there's a very good chance you're going to overtrain or injure yourself. So I typically stay away from compound exercises for drop sets. I only ever really do them with isolation, but if you want to try it that way, go for it. Once again, just be very careful. Other than that, guys, that's all I have for drop sets. Pretty short video tonight, so I hope you enjoy, and hope you tune in next week for episode 10 of Whiskey and Weights. Have a good one.